Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Merry Christmas everybody. And whether you celebrate Christmas or not, happy holidays or happy Wednesday at the end of December. Whatever works for you, I just really wanted to send a message of hope, maybe a little instruction, encouragement, inspiration, and appreciation. I really want to thank all of you. The viewership here has been amazing. Kind of feel like I've got an extended family around the globe, people who comment all the time and watch all the time, and really it's something special for me. So I'm so grateful to have you as a viewer, and really want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year next week, and I'm sure I'll do a Happy New Year video as well. But today I wanted to talk about this. Living life is your rehabilitation. And so this came from a success story that I did in the past week or two. And this lovely lady pointed this out. She says, yeah, living my life was my rehabilitation. She was able to get over some dizziness and made a decision to really start to get out and do things, even if she felt dizzy, right? I know a lot of people kind of say, I'll get back to living once I feel better. Problem with that is that if you wait until you feel better sitting at home, you still got to get back out and start resuming life. And since the perception of danger is what is creating the symptoms, if you get better sitting at home and then you start living life, your brain's going to go, whoa, what are you doing? Time out. What are you doing out there? I thought it was safe at home, but that out there? And symptoms can come back. So one of the best ways of conveying safety to your brain is obviously how we respond to symptoms. But another great way is to start doing normal things. Normal stuff. Making yourself lunch, dinner, doing the dishes, making your bed, whatever it may be. Yeah, it might hurt when you do it, but start doing normal things. And if symptoms crop up or they increase a little bit, respond calmly. Know what it is, because you've done the assessments. You understand that the perception of danger is what creates chronic symptoms. And so if doing normal things tends to elevate the symptoms a little bit, try not to panic, because you're not doing yourself harm. It may make it a little less comfortable than it was before, a little more painful, a little more disturbing. But realistically, resuming normal activities is truly the way to rehab yourself, to convince and sell and teach, key phrase, teach your brain that these movements and normal activities are perfectly okay. And the more you do and realize, wow, it wasn't comfortable, but nothing horrible happened. I'm glad I went out and did that. And I hear it all the time in the group coaching. People say, I was invited to a friend's house for a party. I didn't want to go because I was worried it was going to hurt. And I went anyway. And I did hurt, but I'm glad I went, because I got a chance to hang out with some friends or go to dinner or do whatever. We can't wait until we're 100% better to start living life. Now look, I get it. There are certain limitations. If you're bedridden and every movement is screaming, I get it. You're not ready to go do normal things. But start to do what you can. Even if it's just sitting up in bed, swinging your legs over the side of the bed. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down. Use the two keys to kind of help you with these processes. Expect it to go well. And if symptoms crop up or they increase, respond as well as you can. Repeat, 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 right? Super important. Super important. So we want to start to live life, and the more we do of that, and the more we respond in a calm, reassuring way, and with clarity and certainty that I know I'm not doing myself harm, even if the symptoms go up, we're showing our brain that normal life is possible. And even with symptoms, the more you do, your brain won't have a choice but to look and say, look at Dan. He's doing normal stuff. Symptoms are there, but he doesn't seem very bothered by it. I guess he's okay. And it takes time, it takes practice, and honestly, sometimes it really takes guts. Because it's hard, it's scary to get out and start doing normal stuff. You haven't been to the grocery store in 2 years. Holy crap, we built up a lot of fear, right? But I'm going to encourage you. Don't throw caution to the wind and go for a 10-mile run. No, but ease into things. You know, if you're terrified, it's probably not going to go great. But if you can reassure yourself that no matter what happens, you're still going to get through it, and you start to expect that, hey, maybe it'll hurt, maybe it'll go well. You never know. But even if it doesn't go well, I've got a 100% track record of making it through every single bad day I've ever had. So even if this expanding my world goes a little bit less than ideal, I'm going to make it through. Now I'm going to show my brain, I'm going to expect it to go well, and I'll respond calmly if symptoms are there. I'm going to show my brain that I'm capable. I'm not going to stay locked in my house forever. That's not what I want my life to be. And so, make living your life your rehabilitation, because staying small doesn't get you through recovery. It just, avoidance doesn't fix you. Avoidance just says all these things I'm avoiding are the danger. The brain doesn't learn anything new. It already thinks those things are dangerous, and that's why you're avoiding them. But if you want to teach your brain something else, do the things that you're avoiding so that you can show your brain that those things are not actually dangerous. The things that you're avoiding, jot them down. That's not your things to avoid list. That's your things to overcome list. Those are my things to do list. Think about that. You're only going to get better when you step out. Sitting at home, you may lay still and avoid symptoms at all costs. But that's no way to live life. So even with symptoms, you got symptoms at home anyway. You may as well go out and do things with symptoms. And if symptoms flare up a little bit, okay, you didn't damage yourself. You didn't overdo it. You didn't do too much. Your brain just perceived those things as dangerous, and it turned on the alarm. And you can minimize that by expecting it to go well. Hey, what if things go well? What if I don't do so bad? And then engage in whatever you're doing, normal activities. If you're going to the grocery store, don't walk down the aisle terrified and hyper-focusing on your body. Get into it. Read the labels. Do what you do. Pick out what you want to eat, right? Whatever you're doing, engage in it. And if symptoms show up, be like, I know you're there. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm good. See? I'm doing normal stuff. We're actually okay. Me and you, brain, we're a team. I'm going to show you that we're actually okay. So make living your life your rehabilitation. It works. I mean, it truly does. I don't see people getting better at home and then living. I see people needing to do more and more to show their brain that they can actually do this stuff without major problems. You're not going to hurt yourself because you know it's the false perception of danger that turns on the false alarms, because you've done the assessments and you've got some personal proof. If you really think about it, do your symptoms really react to stress, fear, emotions? Generally, if you look at it, you can connect the dots. So I'm going to wrap this up here, folks. Start living life more. Even if you still have symptoms, you can't wait till you're perfect before you go out. Because I can assure you, if you do, after avoiding everything, the brain's going to perceive danger when you start venturing out. So you may as well get started now and begin teaching the brain that venturing out, doing more, living life, that's your way to to get better. So, hope this makes sense. Love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope you're all having an amazing, amazing time. Maybe you're seeing family. Maybe you're celebrating alone. Whatever it is, be blessed. We made it through another year. It was a wild and crazy year, but we made it through, and we've got a great year ahead. My commitment and my gift to you and everybody watching. So I'm going to keep doing these videos. Look, I'm not for everybody, but a lot of you seem to like this stuff, and I'm just going to keep on showing up for you. Whether it be a video like this, a talking head on camera, or a success story, I'm going to keep on showing up. So that's my commitment. I love doing these. I love helping people. So dig in, give this stuff a shot. Put it into action. Don't just watch the videos. Watching videos is fine, but implementation's really where the rubber meets the road and recovery happens. So try this stuff. Experiment. Play with it. The brain learns faster in play than it does in seriousness. So, gonna wrap it up. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Wednesday towards the end of the year. Whatever you want to call it. I love you. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.